Coming to you from the center of the universe in Lipsick, Wisconsin, it's the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast.
Hey, welcome to episode 49 of the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast. I'm Tom.
Kyle.
And Al.
So, yeah, we're back together again. Stuff's starting to slow down out there. You know, we're not seeing quite as many car shows and things like that. Weather's been damn near perfect for car shows, though. I can't really complain too much there. Except for this past weekend where it had on and off rain, but here late, this upcoming weekend looks fantastic. So, last weekend, kind of a sad weekend. Like Kyle said when we were walking out, he says it's kind of like we're leaving a funeral. And now it's just walking out of Beaver Dam Raceway for the last time. It's been around since 1948, and there has been times where it's been closed for different reasons and whatnot. But never with the finality is that this time around. I mean, they're already talking about condos and they're talking about all sorts of stuff. And, it's too bad. I mean, unless somebody comes up and buys the place and keeps it a racetrack, it's probably going to end up being condos. And that sucks. It really does. Man, what a top-of-the-line place to race. I mean, I raced there. Kyle raced there.
Oh, I drove there. Yeah. I wouldn't say I raced.
But, I mean, it was such a fun place. And, to see that it's all going away after all that time is really kind of sad. And you look at the people that raced there all throughout the years. I mean, it generated all the history of the legends from the 60s and 70s, like the Etchy Beertzer, Fuzzy Fosbender, Willie Gaden, Billy Johnson, and all these other guys, Bob Roble. I mean, there is just a ton of guys that come to mind when I think of those days way back when. And, I think back to the old sportsman cars with the Mike Klecker, and one of my favorite car drivers ever. That was just the neatest looking car. I don't even know if he's around anymore, but if somebody knows who he is, and if he is, just tell him that, when I was 10 years old, I was probably his biggest fan. That car was just the coolest looking 57 Chevy on the planet.
Who's this at?
Mike Klecker, lived down in Milwaukee, I believe. But, yeah, I mean, that's just going back a long ways. And, from when it was a tiny little quarter mile with that, remember that huge ass embankment, guys that hit and roll over?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, saw that.
And Danny at the time, he would sponsor a case of beer if somebody rolled over. So
it was the first roll of the year, right?
I think if anybody rolled over, they got a case of beer.
Okay.
And I think Gino Nornberg would do it if he had a shit night. He'd just roll up on the bank and flip his car over. I mean, that's just what we heard, but you never know how true that stuff is. But, I mean, I think back to watching some of the greatest in USAC race there when I was as a kid. It was a race that Ken Schrader won in a USAC sprint car. But, I mean, there's just so much history there. It's incredible, and it's sad to see it all go.
Yeah. Yeah, because, like you say, geez, I remember as a kid going there. And
that's when it was still in black and white.
Yeah, pretty much. And, bleachers, who needs bleachers? We just throw a blanket on the hill and,
Yeah, roll down the hill.
And it was, but it was always a good night of racing.
Right. It was a lot of fun. One memory I have, and maybe you remember this, but do you remember there was that one pole next to the beer stand? I wouldn't even call it a beer tent because it sure as hell wasn't a tent. It was just this slapped together bar-like structure that had like a corrugated steel roof on the top. And but there was a power wire that went from that thing down to the beer station, and I remember that thing would glow red hot at night. I don't know, for whatever reason I remember that, but yeah, it was one of the cool things.
Too many coolers plugged in.
Yeah, something. And then remember the bathrooms?
Oh yes.
Yep.
Rain gutter.
Yeah, it was literally a frickin' rain gutter. Yeah, and if you had to take a dump, there was a couple stalls in the back with plywood and holes in it. I don't think there was even a hole underneath the place. I think you just shit on the ground. But it was cool. It was cool. It was really. And then at the end of the night, all the drivers would come up on top of the hill, to collect their paychecks for the night, and then the kids would run around and be able to sit in the cars and things like that. And I think part of that is where I got my love of racing from, being able to sit in some of these cars that, with these guys, all the shit's in museums now if they're still around. But, just to see them guys and talk to them and being a first name basis with Etchy Beercher, that was pretty cool, even for a 10-year-old kid. But, times change and things move on, I guess. But had a great time in that place in my lifetime. It was, sad to see it go. And like Kyle, it's been around for your entire life, right?
It was every Saturday night growing up, pretty much.
Yeah.
That at the fairgrounds, but mainly that when you were running.
Yep. It was just, it was great. My brother Pete used to sell popcorn there. So
Popcorn Pete, huh?
Popcorn Pete. Yeah. Yeah. And I still remember the bleachers. There was like this really old asphalt aisles that you'd walk down. It was rougher than hell. And then the bleachers were like, I don't know, 2x10s on top of some old fence posts or something like that.
Cinder blocks.
So, it was terrible. It just, yeah. And do you remember the lights at the old raceway?
No.
The light reflectors, they were 55-gallon barrels that were cut in half that were used as light reflectors.
Okay.
Back then. And, God, just so much history. Hate to see it go, but, I guess.
You got to find my picture of Clone upside down. I got to have that somewhere on a CD when I saved it.
Yeah.
We need to do a fundraiser. Buy that track, and we'll call it the Hot Rod Tuesday Raceway.
Yeah. Well, DW, Dustin Ward, he proposed on Facebook yesterday that if he could find 3,250 people all throwing $1,000, we could buy the track. Which is a great idea, but I don't know if 3,250 owners is a good idea.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, but that's just the kind of passion that's out there. People don't want to see it go away. And this year, I think we hit most of the shows out there, didn't we, Kyle?
Yeah, the specials. I think we did pretty much all of them.
And the track every single night was perfect.
The only thing we didn't go to, I think, was the Outlaws.
Because we were in Minnesota, yeah. But the track was perfect. And the amount of work that they put into it on Saturday to get it done
One of the best in a long time.
late Sunday night, but or so early Sunday morning by the time we got out of there. But, man, it was just great. And there's one thing that I noticed too on Saturday night when the last feature was run. Typically you see people heading for the door, and it wasn't there. Everybody just kind of sat there and took it all in.
Yeah, about half as many left as normally would right away.
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah,
even better that my cousin won the last race there.
Yep. Yeah, that was
Brandon
pretty cool.
Schmidt and his modified.
Yeah, Brandon did pretty good, and then Dale Kreitzinger damn near picked off 2 features on the last night. That would have been a story for the ages, too. And it was, if you guys were part of that, you guys put on a hell of a show. We're going to miss watching racing out there. So, from here on out, I guess I don't know where we're going to go to watch racing.
Angel Park,
Plymouth. Make sure you support those tracks because you never know when they're going to be gone. And, hopefully we get this one back, but it's not looking promising. But moving on to 2026, we are working on a schedule for next year. You all saw
our
the dates.
shows will be on Tuesdays.
Yep, shows will be on Tuesdays. Right now, we're lining up the bands and the food vendors and things like that, and we should have a full completed schedule here shortly. We've got to wait for the bands to make sure that their schedules are open.
I can probably release New Year's Day like I did last year.
Yep,
somewhere near that.
Yeah, we'll have it all together here before too long.
Tell me Andy's coming back.
I texted him, and I have got no reply yet. So, Andy, if you're listening, everybody wants you to come back, at least play one more. But, there again, such is life. But, yeah, anyhow, we're looking forward to it for next year. This year was just a fantastic year. Don't even know what to say. I'm completely floored with the amount of support that we got this year. And even like today, walking into the post office, guys like, "Hey, you're that hot rod guy." Yeah, right.
Better than what they used to call you.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, we won't go there.
Yeah. Well,
a few different options.
Yeah, that list is long and distinguished. But anyway, so tonight we are starting out something new. We're going to do like a buy-sell trade thing on here. We'll probably try to keep it on going through the winter here if it takes off. But that's going to be one of the big things that we're going to try to do. And, Kyle will be, now that the car shows are slowing down a little bit, Kyle's coming back with his history. And history and odd events in the car world. And we'll still keep up with the Buzz with Beth. And in a couple of weeks here, we hope to have Allie from Iola back on again too. So it'll be nice to hear her voice again one more time. But other than that, just hold on tight. We're going to be talking to David Hall from the Smoke and Meerkats. He's going to be talking about his upcoming show at the Barrell Inn in Deansville in the first part of October. So hang tight. All right, on the phone with us, we have Dave Hall. You might remember Dave. Dave's from the Smoke and Meerkats. Dave's got a show coming up in Marshall, and actually it's in metropolitan Deansville at the Barrell Inn on October 5th at 10 a.m. Welcome to the show, Dave. You want to talk a little, or tell us a little bit about your car show?
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Yeah, I've been kind of in charge of his car show for the last, I don't know how many years we've been doing it. 5, 6, whatever it's been. And we don't like to start too early because I'm not a morning guy.
Amen, brother.
So, geez, there's there's guys that want to show up at 7 o'clock, and well, more power to them. They can figure out where to park and we'll tell them where to move.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
This whole that's going to be in a whole podcast by itself. Is all these people that go to car shows with their headlights on? No. And then you see like back to the 50s, I cut him a break because it's a monster.
Right.
But you go to all these other ones, and these guys are there at 6 a.m, and then you're walking through at 11:30, and they're sleeping in their chairs, and they want to leave right away by 2 o'clock when normal people want to come out and walk through the show. So then by the time people from the community come out and walk around, there's empty spots all over the place. So yeah, I'm a big proponent of having like afternoon or late morning shows. Those ones that start at 6 a.m, well, I'll get there around 9 and hope there's a place to park.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I like to get there late so I can be by the exit when I want to get out of there.
Right. All right.
I think they want to show up early to power park or whatever, get their prime spot, and who cares? I mean, it drives me nuts.
Well, I can tell you that there's not a bad spot to park in that whole venue that you have.
It's pretty cool. We've packed it in pretty good the last few years. It's grown, and we're all pretty happy with the turnout so far.
Mm-hmm. And so I'm just kind of looking at your flyer here. What kind of stuff are you looking for? Cars, trucks. What are you looking for?
Hey, if you want to bring it to drives, awesome. If you want to bring a drag boat, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Motorized bar stool, we don't care.
That would be slick. I just kind of want to see the guy that has a donk pulling the speedboat. I think that would be fun. But no, it's
we gave a mini bike trophy away one year, but my wife's was the only one that was there, so we had to bring it back home.
Speaking of trophies, why don't you explain the trophies that you give? Now, typically, we're not trophy chasers. Everybody is part of the show. We are not trophy chasers.
Nothing against those who do.
Yeah, no, nothing against it, but we're just not.
That's just us, yeah.
Yeah, we just feel it's best to go out and drive them and enjoy them, and if you get a trophy, great. If not, it's not the end of the world. So, you're in your case, though, it's a little bit different. Why don't you tell everybody what you got going for trophies?
Well, I'm right there with you about trophy chasing, guys. And I don't know what a piece of plastic on your mantle means to other people, but to me, it's something you got to dust around, and I don't want it. I just don't want it. Never got any of that, or all these dash plaques and stuff. I never really got it.
Right.
So, what we do is hand make trophies from just crap we find around the shop. For example, this year we have an old timing light mounted to a board, and it's the Back in Time Award for the most traditional hot rod or custom car.
That's cool.
Just,
I like
just
that.
crazy stuff like that. We've had all kinds of things like that.
Well,
Mostly it's just walk around the shop and go, well, I don't need this. So
yeah, I remember last year Bob and Elaine got the award for that. It had a gas pump with the guy. He's got that that V12 GMC.
Yeah, it was like I forget what his like whoever we thought used the most gas on the way there.
Yeah,
and if you basically got two engines in your car.
Yeah. No, and it's cool. And are you going to have an exhaust contest again this year?
I don't think we are, because there's been too many people that don't know how to follow any rules, which is typical car show stuff, as you know. I remember that, hey, don't be burning the tires. The cops are down the road, and everybody's burning the tires out of Hot Rod Tuesday.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah. You know, the whole thing is I don't give a shit if you burn your tires off to the rims. I don't care. The whole thing I care about is all the cars parked up and down the side of the road and people walking in and out of the cars. I don't want to see anybody get hurt or anybody get their stuff crashed. You know, and I know everybody picks on the Mustang guys because the Mustangs always crash when they leave car shows, and we got plenty of Mustangs. No offense, guys, but you know you guys are unfairly picked on. I'm sure there's other cars that crash too, but we
just not as often.
we just don't want to see anybody get hurt, and that's the whole reason we do it. But
Absolutely.
it's they were pretty good though the last night. You know, there's a few people that did, and I kind of half expected that. But like last year, yeah, there was freaking squad cars a half mile down the road, whatever direction you went, and it's like some people didn't phase them at all. It's like, well, whatever, your money, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, the muffler or best sounding exhaust award we gave the last couple of years. The first year, well, we kind of, we blocked off the one area along the fence that was up by the stage so everybody could start their cars. And
Yep.
And we asked them when they came in, do you want to be in this? And guys would say yes, because they could park up there, and then they would disappear when it was time to do that. They just want premium parking spot, I'm sure. And that kind of pissed me off. So then the last year we really busted down on it. And then we had guys that were, way after the thing was done, were driving up by the stage and revving up when the band's trying to play. And we're like, all right, this is getting to be a little ridiculous. So
Sure.
If everybody could follow directions, it would be fantastic. But I don't know. Maybe I'll get a wild hair and build the trophy for it before then and try it again. But
you never know. You never know. And then going to the Barrell Inn itself, food there is fantastic.
It is really good.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying that because there are shows there. I've always enjoyed their food there.
Yeah, we've made trips over there already just to have supper, just because the food is that good.
They're surprisingly they make their own pizzas, and holy smoke, are they good too?
I haven't had pizza yet. We'll have to try that maybe when we get up there on Sunday. So, like we're saying here, it is in downtown Deansville. Now, would that be considered the downtown district, or is that what part of Deansville would you call that?
Well, I'm not exactly sure. I don't want to disparage the town, but it actually looks better than it used to. So when you come in and don't take the sharp corner and go straight across railroad tracks, there used to just be a couple rundown buildings, and you go across the tracks and there's this huge bar. But lately it's been looking a little nicer around there. They must be fixing a few of the houses up.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, for those of you just wondering, Deansville is about twice the size of Lipsick. So
just about.
Yeah. So what? Maybe what's the history of that place? I was kind of curious the last time we were there.
I don't know all of it, but I know the owner that had it before, Steve, who does now. Before it was the Barrell Inn, it was called Nelson's Crossing, I guess because it's by the railroad track.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. So that's all I can tell you. I'm not sure why there is this just huge bar out there.
It is massive. It's a huge bar out in the middle of nowhere, and just a neat venue. Everything about that place is cool, and we're looking forward to it. Hopefully, we'll bring you a bunch more cars.
We'd love to have anybody that wants to show up and show off their crap. If it'll make it, sometimes I plan on going and my car don't make it, but that's just the way it works.
You know what? If you got a car that is perfect all the time, you're a freaking liar because it doesn't exist.
Yeah, well, then it's on a trailer, and I have no interest in that either.
There could be an award for that, but I don't know that guy would want to win it. Well, Dave, hey, thanks for calling in. And once again, your show is Sunday, October 5th, starting at 10 o'clock at the Barrell Inn. And just for the people that do get there early, what is the earliest that somebody could get there? And still
10 a.m.
Okay. 10
Well
a.m.
said.
What we're going to do is have registration from 10 to noon. So, but we'd like people to wait so we can get them parked properly, because otherwise they just park any which way they feel like parking or where they think is the premium spots, and that doesn't work. So you got to leave room for everybody else.
Isn't that fun?
No.
It's the kind of stuff that makes your butt slam shut. Anyhow, yeah. Hey, looking forward to being out there again. And who's playing? You guys have somebody opening for the Meerkats or Smoking Meerkats?
I hate to tell you this, Meerkats are not playing at this show.
What?
Long story, man.
Yeah, that's
long
fine.
Story. But we do have 3 different music acts. From 10:30 to 11:30 is Bill Conway playing solo. Really good dude that I met and did some like an open mic night thing with him, or a songwriter thing with him. Good guy, good singer, good guitar player. And from 12 to 1:30 is Exit 6. They're a local rock and blues band. And from 2 to 3:30 is the Country Renegades, who do mostly like classic country stuff.
Perfect. So
Gives me more time to concentrate on the show instead of trying to be entertaining, I guess.
Well, I can tell you last year you were entertaining.
Was I a little frazzled or what?
just a touch. Yeah.
I'll try to have another beer or two, and then I'll be better.
You know what? It is what it is. Sometimes putting on these car shows are like herding cats. You just make the best of it, and it all works out in the end. Because at the end of the day, everybody still had a good time.
Yeah, so far it's been great, and I appreciate you guys for coming out and supporting that too.
Sure, yeah, we wouldn't miss it. Yours got to be one of the ones that we put on our calendar every year, and it's one we don't miss. So praying for good weather, and we'll see you then on that Sunday.
Awesome, thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, Dave. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, guys, we talked a little bit about having the old buy-sell trade just through the winter here for something different. And, went over pretty good. We got a few guys here tonight who want to talk about the things they have for sale. First one, I believe Harkins is selling his truck.
Hard to believe. Every time we have a car show, and I've seen this dozens of times, but yet I always make it a point to go look at his truck.
Right. So Brian Harkins has a 47 International KB5 hot rod. He comes out to this show all the time. It's got a patina paint job, a professional patina paint job. It says 454 Chevy dual quads. It's got a big cam, roller rockers, MSD ignition, turbo 400 so everybody can drive it. B&M shifter. It's got a box frame, 4-link coilover rear suspension with 410 posi rear axle. According to him, he says quality build. There's no junk. It's a fast, fun ride. Too much to list. And he says to call him if you have any questions or if you want more details. And you can call Brian at 920-296-1176. But like I said, this thing is amazing. He comes out to Hot Rod Tuesday all the time. You know it's there. This thing makes a statement. And like you said, there's no junk here. This is a nice looking truck. So if you're looking to get into the hot rod world for not a whole lot of money, this would be the right truck for you. It's at 16.5. And he had it marked down from 17.5, so there you go. Give Brian a call at, like I said, 920-296-1176.
Our next one for buy-sell trade is from Tim Bartle. A yellow 2006 Chevy Corvette convertible, one-of-a-kind Green Bay Packers Vince Lombardi tribute car. 67,000 miles, every conceivable option, runs and drives like brand new. He has it on here for $24,800.
So if you guys have seen that car, and he's been out here a couple times with
I'll show you a picture right here. See it?
If you guys have seen this car, it's bright yellow and it's got a mural of
Lombardi and some other guys right on the hood.
Yep, it's really cool. If you are a Packer fan, this is something you really want to look into.
And there's some Lombardi trophies on the doors.
Yep.
The seats are Packer embroidered. So there's a lot of Packer things on there all over that car.
Yep.
But if you're interested in Tim's Packer Corvette, the Lombardi Tribute, 920-210-0804.
Yeah, give Tim a call. That's a great car. I know he takes care of his stuff too.
And that's been on our show quite a few times, so if they
he's been
see
here
it, they'll know
quite
it.
often with it. All right, one other one we got tonight for Buy Sell Trade is from Bruce Wendorf from Bruce's Classic Restorations. Bruce has got a bunch of 70 to 72 Cutlass and 442 parts, and these aren't just regular parts. These are all parts that he restored. So I'll post the pictures up here in a little bit, but the first picture, he's got like the plastic from the dashboard. Another one, he's got a shifter. Looks like an automatic shifter. He's got consoles. He's got gauge pods. He's got glove box doors. He has got so many things on here that, you just got to kind of look it over. So if you've got that 70 to 72 Cutlass or 442, you might want to give Bruce a call because, he's got it. I'm looking here at a whole table full of parts. And like I said, I'll post this stuff up a little bit later so you guys can see all the pictures and all the stuff that he's got. But yeah, and if you guys have never seen his Cutlass, that thing is spotless. And like he does, this is what he does for work, guys, is he restores these parts. So give Bruce Wendorf a call at 262-644-7218. And not only if you're looking for those parts, but if you're looking for somebody to help you with a rebuild or restoration or anything like that, and there's nothing too small or too big that he can't handle. So go ahead, give Bruce a call at 262-644-7218.
Okay, we're bringing something back that we did last winter. Now that the car shows are slowing down, we're going to give it another whirl. We've got Kyle here, and he's going to bring up some things in automotive history. So, Kyle, what do you got?
Well, first thing, some NASCAR stuff here. 74 years ago in 1951, Herb Thomas was the first one to win 3 NASCAR Cup races in a row. At Charlotte. He got that third win.
What was which one of those drivers was it that used to carry a monkey in the car with him? Was it like Tim Flock or somebody like that?
I don't know.
I think the monkey's name was Jojo, or I don't remember.
There's a joke in here somewhere, right?
I wish there was, but no, he used to carry a monkey.
And September 25th, 1926, Ford implemented the 8-hour workday. Auto industry, 8-hour workday and 5-day work week.
I always thought that was unions. Huh.
Yeah, when I teach that, I make sure they all know it's Ford. September 27th, 1967. Make sure I'm not reading these upside down. Just wait. I'm researching these all ahead of time, just so you know. Yeah. My Mother, the Car. One of the worst TV shows ever. Failed in the U.S. after its single 1965-66 season. Remember that one, Al?
Strangely enough, yes, I do.
And you're probably, this is the greatest show ever. I can't wait till it comes out next week.
Yeah, right next to Gilligan's Island. I thought it was great, But
all right.
Yeah, that's it for
Ginger
this
or
week.
Mary
but-
Ann?
Oh, hands down, Mary Ann.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It's not even a debate.
I'd ask Kyle, but he's my son, and I don't want to embarrass him or me. So.
Of course, the older I get, Mrs. Howell, I gotta tell you.
See, that shit doesn't make any sense. The guy can make, the professor, he can make a radio out of 2 coconuts, a leaf, and whatever, and they can't fix a 3-inch or 3-foot hole in the side of a boat. What the hell?
Don't read into it too much. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's probably it. But they said that water in that lagoon there was so terrible that when they film play things in the water, that a lot of times the actors would come out with a rash because the water was so gross in that lagoon.
Oh, yeah. Now it's nothing but a parking lot. The lagoon.
God, everything in my past has just gone to shit, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah. This was all filmed on the back lot of, Desi Luth.
Yeah.
And, they did Gomer Pyle back there. They did,
golly.
yeah, Hogan's Heroes and Gilligan's Island. That was all filmed back there.
Yeah, those are great TV shows, too. Anyway, yeah, hang on. Coming up next, we'll have the Buzz with Beth and see what Al's got to say for the shit that Al says. All the way from Sussexville in southeast Wisconsin, welcome to the show, Hot Rod Beth.
What's going on, you guys?
No, not much.
How many beers in are you?
We're slacking. I'm only on number 2.
I'm on 3.
Oh, you can't remember?
Well, it's, we switch venues here. We started out Well, we started out at Chance's Bar and Grill in Burnett. If you guys ever get a chance, Taco Tuesday, you got to stop. Was it $2 tacos, right? Kyle, is that what it
Something
said?
like that, yeah.
Yeah, $2.
That's a hell of a deal.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I didn't look at the menu because I knew what I wanted. So
Yeah,
I
so-
didn't look at the price.
So for you local guys, stop on out and check them out. Anyway, so Beth, what do you got coming up this weekend?
Well, guess what? I had a bunch of guests. I bartended today and had some fun with some folks. And guess what I sold today the most?
Pabst Blue Ribbon?
Really? Chicken.
Oh, well, you said you bartend. You didn't chicken tend
Yeah, well, I sold the most. I sold.
because you're not a chicken tender.
We had lunch, and a lot of people had chicken. Man, I'm just so impressed by our chicken. Every day except for Fridays. Anyways, so now that I got that in,
Yes, the chicken. We were bringing
So-
the chicken up later, but hey, whatever.
okay. So I'm sure, is that Al's? No, I'm not going to go down that road. So this weekend's got you know what? Did you notice things are slimming down a little bit now?
Yeah. So 2 weeks ago, we still had over 100 events on Wisconsin Motor Events. And this week, between tonight and next week, Tuesday, you have 52 events.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
we're cut down in half, and I think next week it'll cut down in half again.
Yeah, getting skinny. So I don't know the some of the funnest thing I know Sunday for sure. I'm going to the Green Lake show. There's a bunch of us caravanning out at about 6:30 in the morning off of 41. If anyone wants to join us, 6:15 is supposed to be the launch time. 41 Highway 60 on the side of the road. Meet us there. Beautiful show. Great show. It's on the streets in Green Lake. On the lake, they've got all kinds of crafts. They got music. They give away cash, awards, different bands in different areas. It's a beautiful show. It is an early morning. It's oh my God, you have to be up at like 5. But
Yeah.
anyway,
I think the last time
you
I
know,
went to that show, I got up at 8:30 and just drove in. But
yeah, well, we want to be in the prime spot. So, I'm going with Chrissy and Richie and a bunch of her friends.
Okay.
And it's going to be an enjoyable trip. And it's a nice drive, too. So,
wear something tight in case you see Craig Culver.
sure. And then, Saturday and Sunday is Great Lakes Dragaway's got the funny car chaos going on. That's always a fun place to go. And
It
same
is.
thing. So those dates are winding down. So, yeah, you got to get out there and enjoy it while we can because there's really not that much happening afterwards. So, but
Yeah,
the weather's supposed to be good. So,
the weather's supposed to be really, really nice.
Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it.
Weather's supposed to be super nice. Yeah, well, I'm not going to be around. We're doing a little bit of a vacation. We're going up north for a few days. But, Jefferson is this weekend too, or this Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you guys don't want to miss Jefferson. I don't even know how long that's been around. It's been around for a long, long time.
Yeah.
And, it's almost
The
like
MC
tradition
family,
for a
they're
lot
wonderful.
of people. Yeah, it's a great place, great venue. And, we're lucky in Wisconsin to have something like that.
Yeah.
That way we don't
Yeah,
have to
I
drive all the
agree.
way out to Pennsylvania to see these things.
Right.
And we got
Right.
another new show, too, for later in October. The Dodgeland Hughesford FFA is doing a car show at the Dodgeland School in Juneau, part of their Fall
and-
Fest. So the
Okay.
Fall Fest is 10 to 4, but they are starting registration for cars at 9. $5 per car. And that's your admission to the Fall Fest.
Nice. Yeah, we talked about this. Now is the perfect time to get out and drive the cars. I've got the cruise happening. That is October 4th. I've got, I think, 12 spots left. So if you have an interest in going on that cruise, everyone's got my number. Give me a call. Get registered. Al, don't say it.
All right, I'll be quiet.
I just had a feeling that was happening, but no, get out there, drive those cars. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. The rain, I think, has stopped now for a few days.
Yes.
Again.
Yes. Yep.
Again.
But yeah, I love going up north, but I'm going to miss a lot. I missed one of the big weekends here. But yeah, you guys get out there, enjoy these cars. But I guess, I almost forgot. We got to do our favorite part. The part that everybody looks forward to
Yeah,
is the shit that Al says.
absolutely. I can't wait.
Oh, you could wait. I can't believe it's been a whole month and I haven't told you about this. Last month was the Dodge County Fair.
Yep.
Went to the fair with Jane. Our favorite thing is to walk through the exhibits. And after we saw the exhibits, we went over to look at the animals, and we were walking through the cattle barn.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And anyhow, we get to the part of the cattle barn where they got all the prize bulls. And we come across the third place prize bull and got the ribbons. And above the stall, there's this sign that says this bull has serviced 60 cows in the past year. Wife looks at me and says, hey, that's like once a week. Yeah. Well, we move on. We get to the next one. Second place bull. Sign above the stall says this bull has serviced 160 cows in the past year. Wife elbows me and she says, that's more than 3 times a week. Yes, it is. Moving on, we get to the prize bull. Sign above this bull's stall says, this bull has serviced 360 cows in the past year. Wife looks at me and says, you could learn a lot from that bull. That's like once a day. I said, why don't you walk over to the farmer there and ask him if each one of those times was with the same old cow.
Oh my! Oh! Ew! Oh, I didn't see that one coming.
I didn't either.
Oh my goodness! Well, you know what? On that note, I'm going in to take care of Cole here. Wow. I don't even think I can remember to tell that, but anyways, everybody get out there, drive the cars. I think we only have like a half an inch of driving season left, unless we get really lucky into November. Maybe.
Yeah, you never know.
Maybe. Right?
You never know. I like to drive mine at least once a month, all the time. So if we get a nice, decent day in January, I like at least take it around the block if there's not a whole lot of salt on the road.
Well, you could always say you're out at Bonneville.
I still have frickin' rusty spots from when they took it in the Christmas parade a couple of years ago.
You can tell in that there's rusty spots on it?
Yeah, because it was ridiculous. But anyway, Beth, have a great week. And
have a good weekend, you guys. Safe travels up there. Catch lots of fish. Have some good family time. That's always important.
Go to the fair.
Yeah. Go have some fun.
What a load of bull.
Anyways, okay. I got to run. Get out there. Drive them cars. Let a kid sit in your car.
And if it's not your kid, make sure you pull him back out.
Yeah, let him out. Let him out.
Have a great week, everyone.
See you, Beth.
Have a good week. See you soon.